Welcome to Suzuka Circuit, a world famous 3.6 mile track in Japan. Known for its unique figure 8 design, it blends fast flowing corners like the S's with technical challenges such as the Digerna's Spoon and the fearsome 130R, making it a true test of precision and bravery in touring cars. This guide covers braking points, gears and racing lines for new or returning TCR drivers. It features fixed laps for multiple cars and a baseline wet lap for variable conditions. Timestamps are in the video description below. Join our free hosted practice every Monday afternoon EU time. Check the TCR Cord community Discord below for tips, races and leagues. Throw a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, let us know what you're racing this week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next guide. A legendary Japanese circuit houses the TCR series this week. Getting perfect lines and concentrating will pay dividends to your lap times and race results. A big danger spot not just for battling, but for car stability as you go from a high speed into a difficult turn 1 and 2. When the service road attaches to the track, brake just before it and concentrate on swinging out wide to open up turn 2. You must be smooth here, although you must keep a lot of momentum into the corner. Overdriving is going to ruin your S's before they even begin. The S's are up and a great test of your lines and throttle modulation, plus control. You want to mount the first left-hander curb before smoothly turning through the right. Try not to use all the track on the exit as you will need to open up the following left-hander. You are constantly setting up each corner for a late apex on turn 6. A late apex here ensures that turn 7 is a lot less stressful to enter. Turn 7 requires a slight lift to ensure when you slowly reapply the throttle you do not run wide with understeer. The grass has a habit of trapping you and potentially spinning you around. Get over to the left before the end of the corner if you can. Turn number 8, you can cut a fair bit of curb. A dab of brakes before the 50 board should cut off enough speed to not fly off the circuit for an off track or worse. There's a short run after you've stabilised the car where a car length before the green outer curb ends. Brake in a straight line before trail braking into the tricky turn 9. It's a 90-degree corner, so it is a lot tighter than it looks and it's easy to drive off of, despite the camber on the apex. Turn 10 is a simple flat out but stick to the right hand side. Just after the corner you will need to be on the brakes for the turn 11 hairpin. My advice to you on this one is to actually turn later than I do and aim for a bit of a later hairpin apex. This is a personal weak spot on the track for me that I'll be practicing myself, but it could give you an extra 3-4 tenths. Accelerate out in a straight line to power up the hill, keep it nice and tight to the long winding turn 12 at the beginning and at the end of it. You may go wide in the middle to sweep straight back in. As you come bowling out of turn 12, another tricky pass to Suzuka is this upcoming turn 13, and an essential one to get right. Starting with the service road braking point, get all of your main braking done before you turn, switching over to a small trail brake and a shift down. A slight flick of the throttle as you aim to take the car wide to open up the rest of the corner. Just let the car glide into this corner and be patient. It is so easy to get on the throttle too soon and end up running wide for an off track or playing in the sand. The long back straight before we attack 130R, you want to cut across the track on the left and drive on a little less road, similar to parts of Montreal, Spa and Nords. It's only worth a few hundredths or thousandths, but when you're qualifying, those matter more. 130R is iconic and you will need to respect it. A light tap of the brakes is enough to cut off a little speed at the 50 board. You may take this in 5th or 6th gear, but coast through the corner before applying the throttle. Be very careful of that outside curb, it can be slippy even in dry conditions. Get the car over to the left on the entrance to the final chicane. A part of the course you'll experience to see plenty of drama. Braking before the 100 board on the left, steady the car for the assault on the curbs. Practice different lines here in case of too wide battles, but on the exit float and stick to the right hand side all the way around to take the shortest route to the finish line. And there you have it, Suzuka. I'm not the quickest in the wet. This lap offers a solid baseline for rain lines. Brake earlier and lighter, avoid curbs, paint and puddles where possible, and let the car rotate naturally when lifting off. If you're driving the Audi TCR with its different gearbox, this lap is tailored just for you. Thanks for watching, throw a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next guide. Comment below and let us know how you're getting on with the track. Don't forget to join the TCR Accord. You'll find a link in the video description below.